Okay, had to make sure I was taping. I got a serious subject that I want to talk about today. Homicide. I want to talk about black on black crime. I had a lady to email me saying that she's really frightened for her life. Her 20-year-old son was murdered, black on black crime. Police are really not doing too much about it. The murderer took the wallet, so he knows where her son lives. She said she's always tried to maintain a solid life for her son. So she always made sure that, you know, he had a car, he went to school, he, you know, did what he's supposed to do. The thing that always been fearful for me about having a son is that, you know, having a black man in this country, when I was knitting baby booties, people were making jail suits. What frightens me about having a black son, he could be doing nothing but being a man and be murdered. I must be honest when I say this, that now, I don't know any other way to say it but to say it, because I'm really not being mean or offensive or anything like that. The only time America gets riled up about any black issues is if that you can pin the death or a murder on someone of non-African descent. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Sean Bell case, the police. Anytime it's a police murder or white people done something to us, we would get together and we should overcome, kumbaya. We would march, we would do all of that shit. But the truth of the matter is, it's more black on black crimes and murders than black on white crimes and murders. And the only time you see these murders in the press, if it is a white person or a person from non-African descent that is committing these crimes or murders. That bothers me. It bothers me. Nobody values the black man. And this is not, you know, to belittle or take away from the black woman. The truth is, nobody values the life of the black man. The black man is easily to be replaced. He is a non-motherfucking necessity. I make these videos when I get through working out because I think I have the most energy then. But I think that after meditation and I work out, a lot of things start coming to me. We watch television, and whenever you see a black father, he is pictured as a buffoon, and the kids are the intellects and the mothers are the disciplinarians, which you already know. That is not how the black family is raised. The black family are put together. The black family has always been put together by the father being the king, the mother being the queens, and the damn children being the children. You know, we have gotten off into other things that's not us. And we, as black women, a lot of times look at men as a non-motherfucking necessity. Something to fuck or to take the trash out, or, you know, they don't even know how to fix shit. A lot of them don't know how to fix shit no more. So we really act like we don't want them nor need them. So if you are a boy raised in a house with a mother or, you know, aunts or grandmothers, and you keep hearing men ain't shit, these niggas ain't shit, how often do you want to not be a black man? Or, for real, hey, you already said I'm fucking up and I ain't shit. Might as well make this shit happen. You know, I done got off the subject, but I have a friend of mine lost her daughter going on 2 years ago. She died when she was 18 years old. Graduated on a Tuesday, got killed on that Sunday. Her name was Tonya. Murdered. Black on black crime. My cousin, Keithan, he was murdered over 15 years ago. Black on black crime. My daddy's brother's son, Keithan. You know, my daddy's sister's son, Jerome, was murdered. Black on black crime. I mean, My cousin Keith, on my mama's side, was murdered. Black on black crime. You know, and it's like, you didn't hear Al Sharpton flying in about him. None of them getting murdered. You really, if they think that not, if it's the police or a white person, we gonna come out. Even with the election, yeah, we won, yeah, black people run this motherfucker. If you ain't running the motherfucker right, give it to somebody who run it. And I'm not saying Romney should have won, because I am not a Republican, but nor am I a Democrat. I'm saying that if Romney was a black man and talking the same shit he was talking, I wonder how riled up the world would have been then. We focus on the wrong shit, to me, but that's just to me. That's why it's called the High Maintenance Channel, because these are my opinions and my views. We riled up about the wrong motherfucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, I must admit, I am a little prideful when it comes to... I'm cool with being black. Actually, I like being black. There's no other color or race that I'd rather be. But I also know that at one time I was very militant. And that little girl still lives up in this piece too. You know, where I was like Nation of Islam, especially after I seen Malcolm X. I wanted to join a nation. I, went and joined different conscious groups, 5%ers, all of this shit. Actually, it's funny when I look at these conscious people that look at Phil Valentine and they just getting up on their conscious shit, and I look at Jill Pukaroom and I, listen to Phil Valentine. I was doing that shit in 99. All of this shit here is the Matrix. I try not to even get caught up in this trivial bullshit, because all this shit is really an illusion, but I'm taking you too fast. I don't even want to go there. What I am saying about black on black crime is nobody gives a fuck, unfortunately. Now, unless a police did it or a non-Afro-American did it, you could probably pull some motherfucking national shit going on. Us on us, people don't really trip off of it, especially if it's a black male. And that's why they were giving a big funk about felons not being able to vote, because it is a lot of black felons. Even with the drug deal, I was on jury duty, and it was a drug case. Hey, you definitely don't want me sitting up in this motherfucker. You must ain't checked my motherfucking history. You definitely don't want me sitting up in this motherfucker, because it was a big thing we had going on here, because it was more time for motherfuckers who did crack than motherfuckers who did coke. But the truth is, a lot of motherfuckers in the hood ain't snorting coke. Now, we do heroin, as my sister say, but we really weren't pushing no white. I'm getting off the subject again. But it was more time for you to sell ghetto drugs, as they call it, than it was to sell cocaine, which is crazy. But all of this shit is mixed up together. All this shit is a bunch of bullshit. And I will go back to the point of me saying the same shit that I have been saying, is that our lives are taken for granted. Our lives are not important. Our lives are a joke to the U.S. Now you can pull your big wigs out if they want to prove a point or get reelected or some shit, or some shit like that, when it comes to black on black crime and black on black, not black on black crime, black on white crime. And they really can, pull a stink about it. But when it comes to something that happens to us, you really don't hear a lot about it. I hate that happened to your son. And, until it started happening in my family, I just could not imagine it happening. But it happens every day. It happens to us in alarming rates. And you really don't hear anything being done about it, unless, I don't know if it's a flashback from slavery motherfuckers have, like, okay, by, getting these white motherfuckers, when they do something to us, we get our 40 acres and a mule. But we are killing each other every day in rapid amounts, all day long, every single day. And I look at these men, and my grandmother was telling me a story about how when the slavery times, how they used to jump in front of their men and their husbands and ask the white people not to take them off, and the black people, the men would have to hide behind the woman, and made them cowardly, and how they would castrate them and drag one leg on one mule, another leg on another mule, pop the mule and make them run in opposite directions and tear their legs apart and shit. Just unimaginable shit. But I think that we've watered down the black man so bad, and then emotionally we tear them down so bad, and then we want them to be able to stand, and then their mothers are fucked up and bitter, which bitches them down even more. And then, you know, we got a mutation or a clone on what used to be a king. And then, you know, we're so angry and so mad, and we raising these angry and mad children, you know, like the crackhead generation are breeding. And it's just like, it's so fucked up. It's so fucked up. What can we do? And send me video responses. What can we do to, you know, make our, how you doing? Make our men less angry, our children less angry. Because actually it's 15-year-olds and 18-year-olds and 21-year-olds who are out here doing this killing. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong? What's the matter? You know what I'm saying? Let's teach them skills. Let's do something. I'm just like so frustrated. I get so frustrated when I think of all my family members who's been murdered and no one gave a fuck. And then I look at, you know, George Zimmerman's and Trayvon Martin's case. Should that motherfucker be burned at the stake? Yes. But look at all the other Trayvon Martins before him who was murdered by the hands of black people that nobody even gave a fuck. Maybe she can get some justice behind this. Maybe Trayvon Martin's mom can get some justice behind this. And, you know, a lot of mothers whose kids have been murdered. Maybe they can find some peace in George Zimmerman's conviction, because a lot of black mothers don't know who killed their babies. My friend Miss Pat, she doesn't know who killed her son, 28 years old. I mean, I know so many. They killed my son. They killed my baby. They killed my nephew. They killed my grandson. And it's they. They is us. So since they is us, nobody gives a fuck because they is us. But if they was them, oh, here come Channel 2, Channel 4, Channel 5, Channel 11, Channel 30, ESPN. ESPN is a sports channel, Keisha. Wrong channel. CNN, every goddamn place. I don't know what to do. I don't even know what to say. I just get so frustrated at the fact that since they is not us, nobody gives a fuck because us is doing it to us. Okay, I think I finna start crying. So she asked me just to talk about this subject, and I'm talking about it, but I'm so emotionally tied to it. I'm probably not doing this subject justice, so I want to apologize beforehand because I'm too tied into this, being that I am raising some black boys, being that I am relating to black men. You know, I have to detach and probably come back. You didn't ask me for a solution. You asked me to talk about black on black crimes. And you want America to start caring the same way they did when a white man killed a black boy. I totally agree with you. Totally agree with you. You asked me to bring it to the forefront, and I brought it to the forefront. I don't think I did it the justice that I could have because I'm all emotionally tied up to it. So what I'll do